Hey guys, it's me, Shirley. Today's episode, Talent the Size of a Mustard Seed. It's 2:46 in the morning and I was having trouble sleeping, so I decided to get up and record. No, I didn't fix my hair up. I didn't change my clothes. This is how I went to bed. So this is how I am right now. But there was a comment that was made earlier today by someone whom I truly admire, and it kind of stung a little bit. And I'm trying to get my thoughts together about it. And at first I felt really sad about it, but then I was reminded of a story, a Bible story. So the comment was something about our gifts. I don't recall the exact words, and honestly, the exact words or who they came from is not important. It was something to the effect that there's nothing really special about you. Like your gifts aren't really special. And that kind of stung. It's like, wow. Like whenever I'm amongst my leaders and they're preaching or they're ministering or they're teaching, I'm always trying to take what they're saying and I take it personal and try to apply it to my situation, apply it to who I am, and see where I fit. See if I'm lining up, or to see. I do look like I just woke up. Oh gosh, gee, my face is all puffy. Anyway, to see if I line up and where I am in the message that they're teaching, in the Bible stories that I'm hearing. And so when the comment was made, sometimes things sting because those are thoughts that we have in ourselves. We think of ourselves as being not that special. We think of ourselves as, our gifts as being not that important. It's just who we are. It's just what we are trying to put out into this world. When you think about our world, we're just a tiny speck anyway. And whatever we produce, however large we become in this life, it's still but a tiny speck. But all of those specks come together and it make up our world. And so I was reminded of a story thinking about David. Now, David, when he first stepped on the scene, the things about him didn't seem that special. Like even his brothers laughed. They're like, David, how is he going to save us? He's such a small being. He's such a small person. He's a peon. He's like our little brother. How can our little brother help us? But David went on to slay a giant, Goliath. So some of us, our gifts, true, it's but a tiny speck. But that little speck can be used in such a big way, a huge way by God. So no matter how small your gift may seem, it's important. There's something about you that's unique. Don't let anybody tell you that what you do is not important. I really like the messages that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King used to teach us. And his messages came directly from the Bible. And one of the things that really stuck with me was the street sweeper story. And he was like, and I don't remember it verbatim, but if you're going to be a street sweeper, go out and be the best street sweeper that you can be, so that when it's all said and done, they will say, there lived a great street sweeper. No matter how small that gift is, you go and you shine and you be the best that you can be in that season, so that when it's all said and done, someone will say, wow, there lived a great whatever it is that you were in your lifetime. You go out and you shine. You shine as bright as you can shine. It doesn't matter who tries to blow out your candle. It doesn't matter who tries to diminish your light. See, a light shining in darkness cannot be hid. In the Bible, it says that a city that's built on a hill cannot be hid. That little small gift in you, let it shine. Let it shine. And it's funny. David found himself admiring someone, his leader, Saul. He admired Saul so much. He appreciated the gifts. He wanted to serve Saul. He didn't have any animosity towards Saul. He wasn't secretly plotting against Saul. Yet Saul rose up against David. Saul wanted to take David out. But thankfully, there's a God in heaven who looks down and he said, not so. Not so. So whatever giants you may be facing, just know that there's a God in heaven who looks down on you. And he can tell that giant, not so. Not so. You put your full trust and your faith in God. You put your faith and your trust in God and you keep it there. You rest in that and you go ahead and you move forward with whatever gift God gave you. Because see, one thing that the enemy doesn't realize is, yes, that gift is but a tiny speck. But God said that faith the size of a mustard seed is all we need to move a mountain. Yes, a speck. When you look at a mustard seed, it is nothing but a speck. But that little bitty seed, when it's planted in the right place and it's nourished, it's watered, the sun shines upon it, that seed, it grows and becomes something greater than it appeared to be. So you let your little tiny bit of faith shine. You stand firm in it. Don't worry about what it looked like. Don't worry about what it feel like. Don't worry about what people say about you. Don't you even fret. You put your full faith and your trust in God and you move forward. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, my gift is but a tiny speck. And yes, there are people who are doing it and doing it greater than what I do. But that little speck, when planted, can grow and produce fruit. So my trust and my faith is in God. I don't know how large I'll grow. Heck, my seed may sprout up and just be still something minute. But that seed came from God. That gift of yours came from God. And if it came from the Almighty, it cannot be small. It is not small. If it came from God, it is huge. It is big. And He can use it. He can use it for His glory. So shine. I'm going to get myself up. I'm going to wash my face, blow my nose, and I'm going to go back to bed knowing that this little seed is growing. And this little light of mine, I am going to let shine. In this season, I'm going to let my light shine. Good night. God bless.